Okay, hey YouTube. I was trying to do this a little while ago, but it cut me off on my other device. So, and I really like the other device better. I'm on my iPhone now, but trust me, the other phone is much better than the iPhone, which a lot of people won't agree, but sometimes iPhones suck to me. But anyway, I was going through a lot of paperwork, and because let me say this over. I have a few books. I'm on book number 3 now. And my books, I'm trying to find one. My books are basically me over the years, all of my notes, I'm sorry, all of my notes and all of my thoughts and all of my researching and all of my regimens and just about all of my products are in this book so that people can make their own natural medicines. People can do their own things and take care of their own families because it's been 40 years, 40 years. And I've been making natural medicine for a very long time, and it's just time to do something else after 40 years. But I can't, what I want to say is that my book is very authentic. It is my own handwriting. It is those are my own thoughts. And what I did basically, I just printed out my brain onto a paper, and we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books that we have sold. And I know hundreds of books are not a lot due to the fact that some people are selling thousands of books. But my book is very authentic, and I'm going to show you how some of it looks. This is my own handwriting. And up here it says class 2005, 2004. And this is like a flu shot regimen. This is a regimen down here for mood swings. So this is how the book looks. Recipes on just about any ailment that you can think of: cancer, diabetes, heart attack, strokes, just everything. But anyway, I was going through a lot of notes because I just finished book number 2 last night. Now we're on book number 3. And I was going through some notes, and I ran across a class that I did in 1999, and then I also did it about 6 years ago. But I want to talk to you about a few things that I talked about in class that day. And it's kind of funny to see how my handwriting matured from 1980 up until now. But anyway, this was actually a class that I did. It says here April 16th, Easter Sunday. So, yeah, I work a lot. But I want to talk about what I talked about that day: formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is used in embalming fluid. We use it a lot when we are embalming, and I say we because I am also a licensed funeral director. So my glasses are so foggy. So in my in my class, I talked about embalming fluid. Embalming fluid is used in baby wipes and makeup. And we wonder why we get sick. We wonder why our babies get sick. We wonder what childhood cancers come from. We wonder how babies get so much diaper rash. Sometimes we blame it on, well, she's not changing his pamper. His mother's not changing his pamper. No, it's the formaldehyde. It's the embalming fluid that's in the baby wipes and also in our makeup that we wear, ladies. It's also in nail polish, ladies. We have to learn to get vegan products, vegan makeup, vegan baby wipes, or make your own baby wipes. I'm going to also do a class here on YouTube on how to make your own baby wipes, your own wipes for your countertops, disinfectant wipes. What happens is with the baby wipes, it is embalming fluid, formaldehyde in the baby wipes. So when we use these on our babies, just imagine 6-7 times a day, we're wiping their mouths with it. We're using on their, little bodies, their booties and their little buttocks and their private areas. It seeps into the bloodstream. It seeps into the biggest organ in their bodies, which is the skin. And if you're using it on a regular basis, now that chemical, the embalming fluid, the formaldehyde, has seeped into the baby's skin, the biggest organ on the body. It has went into the skin over time, and what has happened, it has become now a carcinogenic inside the baby body, inside the child's body. And now it's carcinogenesis, which causes cancer, childhood diseases. Down the line, the child can have asthma, supposedly. But that's just one of them. And as far as it's in makeup wipes. Okay, I'll say makeup wipes. Not so much as makeup, not a lot of makeup, but it's in makeup wipes. The wipes that we wipe our face with, ladies, to get our makeup off. And it's definitely in nail polish remover. Just look on your ingredients. Some of them have it, some of them don't. Some of it is in Latin, so that we won't know. But let me tell you the hidden names, so that you know the hidden names, because sometimes they're not going to put embalming fluid. They're not going to put formaldehyde a lot of times. So let me give you the hidden names. The hidden names is methanol, methanal. And then the other one is methyl, methyl. The other one is methylene glycol, methyl, glycol, glycol. The other one is methylene ioxide, methylene oxide, or either oxide, oxide. Those are the hidden ingredients of chemicals that's in our baby wipes and makeup wipes and some nail polishes. Okay, those are cancer causing chemicals. Okay, but since they know that a lot of us are hip to the game, what they're doing is they're putting the hidden names in it. Okay, and I'm going to try to put these hidden names in the description box. If not, just keep rewinding this and write it down. Okay, let's talk about Heinz ketchup. I'll take that back. I can't say that name, but I'll say this. Let's talk about a ketchup that starts with the H. And a lot of ketchups. A lot of things that's made from tomatoes that's in cans or that's in plastic containers. It damages the pancreas because it's distilled vinegar. It's made up of distilled vinegar and the fructose corn syrup. Okay, so those two things together, the distilled vinegar and the fructose corn syrup, causes pancreas eruption. I'll put it that way. And also it causes a lot of ear infections. See, we'd be surprised at why we get certain things, and this is why. So let's move on to let's talk about menopause. A lot of us think that menopause is real. Menopause, let me tell you what menopause is all about. It's no such thing as menopause. What happens is the fallopian tubes fill with mucus over the time, over years, from meat and dairy. Now, we have some vegans who get menopause, and that is because of the processed vegan foods. See, if you eat a lot of processed vegan foods, you may as well eat a pork chop. You may as well eat dairy. You may as well eat meat, because you're going to have the same outcome of the body. So don't let people tell you just because I'm vegan. So don't let people tell you just because they're vegan that they are in better shape, because there are a lot of screwed up vegans out here because they eat a lot of processed foods. So this is what gives you the hot flashes, the bouncy periods, the mood swings, because your fallopian tubes is filled up with mucus. And then your mucous membrane has a lot of mucus wrapped around your fallopian tubes, and it causes you to have these symptoms, what they have made up as menopause. Okay? It's not menopause. It's just that your fallopian tubes is filled up with mucus, and it fills up over the years, over time. All right? Everybody don't have to agree with me, but that's my findings. Let's talk about this herb, or this great seasoning called cinnamon. Believe it or not, cinnamon eliminates bacteria growth. Okay, it's great to have cinnamon in the mornings when it's getting cold outside. This is the time right now to start your cinnamon tea with a little manuka honey. Cinnamon eliminates bacteria growth. If you mix a little thyme oil with it, now you're killing off the bacteria. You can fight it, and then if it's in there, you can kill it off if you use cinnamon oil and thyme oil together. Okay. The other one I want to talk about is oregano. Oregano oil. Oregano oil is basically for a resistant bacteria. A bacteria of bacteria that don't respond to antibiotics that the doctor gives you. So when you find yourself, you're having the same bacteria growth, you're having the same infection, it's going on and on and on and on, you're constantly getting antibiotics from your doctor every year or once every 2 years. That's too much. It's because the bacteria is resistant to the antibiotic. Some antibiotics actually help the bacteria grow and thrive. It's just like if you take a bacteria and you have this same issue to come back 6 months later, or a month later, or a year later, or even 2 years later. It's because what happens is sometimes the antibiotics just put the bacteria in a sleep mode. It puts it in remission. Okay, just like cancer, in remission. When it wakes up, all hell break loose. Okay, so that's the same thing with bacteria. But oil of oregano helps when antibiotics won't. Okay, remember that. Let's get into E. coli. Sometimes people get E. coli. They get E. coli in the gut from bad chicken, or sometimes E. coli can come from dairy products. Sometimes you can get E. coli bacteria from certain vegetables. And it comes out in your urine. And when it comes out in your urine is very, very strong. It's very, very dark. What I have learned for E. coli, if you combine tea tree and eucalyptus with them together as a tea, you can help kill off E. coli with an amount of 5 to 7 days. Let's get into MRSA and staph. Usually, the way you get staph infections and MRSA, sometimes you fall and you scratch yourself or you hurt yourself. Like our children, they fall and they hurt themselves, and they fall down and they get a scab and things like that. Sometimes it's itchy, so you'll see the child study. You ever seen, you tell a child, stop picking at your scalp, stop picking, they're scratching and scratching. This is because it's bacteria building up. It's a bacteria that wants to start growing, and sometimes it'll get bubbly, sometimes it'll get red, and you'll go to the doctor and you get an antibiotic, and it'll clear up for maybe a month, but it'll come right back over and over, and you'll have this problem for about a year, because MRSA and staph is a bacteria that's hard as hell to kill. That is the most stubbornest bacteria. Okay, but I'm going to give you guys something. that I found that controls that bacteria and kill it off, but you have to be very, very, very persistent. You can't give up, and it will eventually kill it. Listen to this regimen. You want to get oil of oregano, either in powder form or you can get it in a tincture form. You want to take about 20 drops of oil of oregano, one teaspoon of raw turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of manuka honey. You want to stir all that together and smash it up. And you can put a little bit of coconut oil in there. You want to get it to a pasty thing, kind of a not too stiff, but you know, where you can just rub, okay? Once you mix this up, you start rubbing it on your MRSA or your staff. Trust me, you're going to see a difference. I promise you, you're going to see a difference in less than 24 hours. Now, you're going to get a little stinging, but that's only because it's eating the live bacteria up, okay? Trust me when I tell you this. You can use this on any type of scab, or you can even use it on your face. You can use it on any type of hives or anything like that. Also with this, make some of this up, and you want to put all of these ingredients that I'm telling you, you want to also mix this up and put it in some warm water and shake it up in a bottle really, really good. And you want to sip this, you know, just about, I would say maybe 5-6 tablespoons a day, okay? While you're also, you want to kill it internally and you want to kill it externally. So, but make a separate batch for drinking, and you want to use the creamy consistency, what I just told you. You want to use that here, okay, or wherever it is, your legs or anything. My grandbaby 3 years ago fell skating, and that happened to her. She skinned her knees up, and it started healing, and she started picking it, and it turned into it turned into a horrible bacteria, which was staph infection. I knew it was a staph infection. I told my daughter, I said, but take her to the doctor just to make sure. True enough, she comes back and said, Mom, you're right. It's a staph infection. It took us 8 months to kill it, because what happens is, it was like, I'll put it like this, like, let's just say this is her knee. It was on her knee. So it started here. We killed it here, and as we were killing it here, it's that type of bacteria travels up the nerve, wherever that nerve is in your leg or your arm. So it started here and it traveled here, then it went around this way on her leg, and then it came back, it went around her ankle, it came around, and finally we killed it we stopped it at some point. But it took all summer and half of the fall for us to kill it. It kept bubbling up, it kept coming back, but we killed it internally and externally. And you have to be very, very patient with this, but it goes away. I've had several people I've gave this remedy to, I've made it for, and it killed that bacteria, and they have not had a problem again. Let me see what else I can give you guys. And all of this is also going to be in my book. I'm not going to give you everything. Let's see. Let's talk about congestion, mucus, and heart conditions. Okay. Let me tell you what causes mucus in the body first. Steaks, red meat, just meat, period. What else? Oh, and when you eat the productive system of animals, that also causes mucus in the body, which I'm talking about eggs. When you eat the reproductive system of another animal, so when you're eating another animal's babies, and that's exactly what it is. I know a lot of you probably won't agree with me, but that's exactly what it is. You set up disease in the body. You setting up mucus. Even rice, white rice, just plain white rice, it's just cut up plastic. So all of these things can set up mucus in the body. So let me piggyback off of this. Congestion, mucus, and heart conditions. When you heart conditions usually is when the blood vessels get all clogged up with mucus, or the blood won't flow through properly. And another thing I want to talk about is congestion and mucus, coughing, phlegm, runny nose, sinuses. What can help that is African bird pepper. African bird pepper. We have that on our website as well. Or cayenne pepper. You want to take a little bit of African bird pepper and cayenne pepper, or either one, with a little ginger, a little black pepper, the grounded black pepper that you do like this. And you want to make that as a tea. I would say probably a fourth of a teaspoon of each. And you, 1 coffee cup, you drink that in a full day. But the way you do this is you don't drink it all at once. You sip it throughout the day. You sip it, you stir it up, you sip it, put it down, come back, heat it up later, sip a little bit more. But throughout the day, you should be finished with 8 ounces. That will clear any type of mucus out of the lungs, out of your throat, out of your nose. It's going to drain all of these this nasty sinus drainage out. It even helps with an upset stomach. This is and I'll tell you one more thing. For our breasts, tumors and cancer of the breast, frankincense oil, frankincense oil, clove oil with castor oil. You put those 3 together, you rub them on your breast in the morning, and you rub them at night. You will actually feel the sensation of these 2 great essential oils going down into the breast. You will feel it, and it actually feels quite it feels great. You feel it, actually feel like it's pulling something from the breast. Okay, so that's a good breast oil for you guys. And I think I'm going to save some of this goodness for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to save some goodness for you guys tomorrow. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to tell you guys. And I'm going to let me give you this one last regimen here. This was a great video, I must say so myself. Let me give you a flu shot regimen. This was from a class back in 2005, and then the very first one I gave it in 1987. Flu shot regimen always works. You want to do 6 kale leaves, kale, K-A-L-E, 6 kale leaves, a half a bunch of parsley, 1 whole cucumber, 4 celery ribs, the rib of the celery, 2 small green apples, leave the skin on, 1 whole lemon, leave the skin on, and 4 drops of that great oil of oregano. You put that in your Vitamixer or put it in a blender, and you want to blend that to it's liquefied. And also put a chunk of what is that? A chunk of ginger root. Put a chunk of ginger root in that, and a little bit of garlic clove, and you drink that all day and watch what happens. Okay, that's your flu shot for today. All right, and please share this video. Share, please. Like, subscribe, comment, hit your notifications button so that when I'm on and I finish downloading these videos, you can get some greatness. Okay, and I know everybody's not going to agree with me, and that's okay. It's, that's okay. We don't agree with everything. Okay, but I can tell you this: you may not agree with everything that you hear me say. Some people have subscribed to my channel and then they unsubscribe, but they keep watching. And that's okay. That's cool too. Okay, so Please subscribe, like, comment, share, all that great stuff. Tell your family members. I'm trying to go live here on YouTube so that I can take you guys with me when I'm going into the grocery stores and all that great stuff. And I would really like to do that. I don't like really downloading the videos because then I have to download it and then, wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes for it to download. Then you guys get it 2 or 3 hours after that. I would really like talking to you guys live. But I need 1,000 subscribers. And right now I'm at about 771, something like that. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and blessings.